I come from another informal settlement right now, Burnwood, where we saw they actually described like a tsunami wave that came, a landslide that came down through a valley and swept hundreds of families. Till today they're digging for family members. I think about 8 family members that haven't been found, and there's now a machine that's there, they call them the Bobcat machines, that are digging through. I mean, it's a few days, it's almost a week, and we're still looking for bodies. So that gives you a sense of eeriness and devastation, and the true definition of devastation that we're witnessing today.
We've seen you here and you're out to offer aid. What was the first needs for you that you felt you needed to prioritize to these people?
The first days that needed on the same Monday night during the storm,
yes,
many of us left our homes that were able to go and assist those who were trapped and stranded in their homes when they had flooding. So we had to take them out of there and move them to community halls where they had shelter. Obviously, when they are there, going through trauma, we had children that were as young as 1 month, grannies that were old as 99 years old. We had to provide immediately food for them, blankets, mattresses, care. Some of them had left diabetic patients that had no medication, pressure problems. Those, and under trauma your pressure changes, so some of them didn't have pressure medication, so we had to get that and assist them. Few of the families stayed at those shelters for a few days, so every day they need to be taken care of. Outside that day, in different other settlements, we had to provide immediate, was definitely blankets, clothing, mattresses to provide them, and meals, as in prepared meals. That's also something that we gave out today and every day since then, because we are now in the time that we have to keep our fellow South Africans sustained, and then the care and ongoing care that we can give them and assistance that we can give them will only come after they have rebuilt.
I mean, it's now day 4, day 5, and you are still out, still providing aid, food, fresh food, cooked food rather. You're providing food, you're providing water, medical attention. Does this point to how dire the situation is on the ground? If I can explain to you that the number of people that were affected by this crisis, we have to continue this on an ongoing basis. It's not like this area received mattresses in the last 4 or 5 days. I think we are amongst the first organizations that have come out to give them blankets and mattresses and some sort of aid, because the volume is just too much. So I understand that government is trying to play its part. I've seen NPOs and NGOs so active everywhere, and what's a good thing is that we are coordinating to a large extent, so we avoid duplication, because there's a report that went out before we as Human Aid came out here that we are doing it to do this kind of quantity in this area. Yes, I mean, look, unfortunately we try to satisfy the needs of the entire families that are affected. In this case here, I think we were given a number of about 70 families that have been affected. So we came here through our donors funding, we came here and we gave them that aid that we gave for the entire of 70. Some organizations and some family members that try to come out, they might come to an area and provide 20 out of the 70. That leaves a gap, so those gaps still need to be filled.